What's up guys, my name is Cody and welcome to Eisen Productions, and today we get to test a film emulation plugin called Dehancer. I want to say this right away, Dehancer is not sponsoring this video, but they are providing a license for me to test. I've been able to play around with Dehancer a little bit over the last couple months and I've really enjoyed it. I've used it a lot for photos and I have posted photos with it already being used. But I haven't really touched it with video. So I took some time and I learned a couple things with Dehancer, and I'd love to show you guys what this plugin is capable of. The first clip we have here is a clip that I got of Minot High winning the state championship tournament. So it's just kind of an emotional, they're crying, they're celebrating. I love it. I've posted this before already, but hopping into the color, when everything's disabled, we got S-Log3. First, we add color space transform. We take it from S-Log3 to DaVinci, and then we take here DaVinci wide to Rec 79 and Gamma 2.4. This is the Rec 79 Gamma 2.4 regular color that you get. Then I add curves into there. I make the shadows a little bit darker. It gives it some more contrast, and then I brighten the image up just because it was decently dark. So this is where I would call it quits. However, with film emulation Dehancer, you're gonna throw it onto a node. The look from Rec 79 to the Dehancer is a little different. It's not too crazy, but when you get into the details, you'll be able to notice it. So on it, basically on the first thing, you're gonna want to go to the film and you're gonna want to pick a profile. This is what Dehancer is known for. They have tons and tons and tons of film emulations, and so for this one especially, I put cineStill 800T, but then I kind of skipped everything. I didn't go into the film developer or compression or the expand or print or color head, but I went to film grain. Now I've used film grain before in some of my work, but this film grain looks so different, and that's what I really like. The film grain actually looks like grain. And so I threw on 35mm ISO 250. I didn't want to go too high for this, but I wanted some grain. And so you can notice it, the difference from when you're wide out, but also like when you zoom in, you're gonna see that grain difference. And I really like how this grain looks. And so in this, I skipped halation just because there wasn't too many highlights in this image. Yeah, there's that light over there, but there wasn't anything super noticeable that you would like use. With that, skip that, and then I go to bloom. I love the bloom from Dehancer. I use it a ton in my black and white photos, and I just love how it looks. And so I basically added 16mm onto there, and so basically the difference, it just softens everything. It just makes it look more filmy and more cinematic, and I love it. And then on top of that, we threw on film damage. We threw on the 35mm film damage. Basically it adds little damages around the thing, so like this right here. I love it. And then did some film breath, so basically it's gonna kind of change color as it goes. And this was like super simple, and it looks just like film. It looks exactly like film. I never really went for that filmy style on most of my videos or anything. Having this is kind of cool, and it looks, and it's different. Not many people do that filmic look. So going to the next clip, we actually have a ton of halation in this one, and I really wanted to show you guys how good this halation is. I'm going to skip all the other color correcting processing, and I'm going to go straight to halation. And so in this one, I didn't have the film damage or film breath, just because I didn't want it in this clip, but I really wanted to show the halation. And so you could go super light and go 35mm. There's not much halation there. But if you guys don't know what halation is, basically halation adds a red glow to your highlights. And so when you look here on the jersey, right, and we disable it, there's on and off, there's that filmic look. And so when people look at a video and they see halation, it's like, oh, this was shot on film. It's a normal thing with film, and so I really liked it. Even with these lights up here, right, you can see just the bloom of red from it. Really love this clip. They're celebrating. They just won the state tournament, and I've got a filmic look on it, and it looks really cool. There's also one more thing, and I love my black and white video. I love black and white photos, especially. My whole feed looks black and white, and I love it. It's been an amazing time using Dehancer for that. So I wanted to see, how does that look on video? I actually edited a clip. This was a opening clip to one of my recaps. So basically it's just like a zoom out, and they're just walking into the stadium, right? Super simple, super cool. So I went with the Kodak Eastman XX, and this is the one I use for all of my photos when I do black and white. And so I figured it would be a good one to put in here. I put 35 mil film grain onto it. I didn't do any halation just because it wasn't bright out. There was not really any highlights in this. So I just felt like halation was kind of useless. But then I added a lot of bloom onto it. And so this just really softens it and just makes it look so nice. Honestly, I love Dehancer. Dehancer is super simple to get so many different filming looks and film styles that, like, if I did it myself, it's just impossible. Like, I can't do that. I'm not a pro colorist. So this is coming from somebody that can do color, and I've done it for a year, 2 years. But Dehancer is something different that I've never really had before. So if you guys think this was a cool plugin and you would love to get it yourself, you can use my code EPROD10 for 10% off your order. It's basically free money at that point. You just spend less money, who doesn't want to do that? My overall look at this plugin, I think it's really cool, and it really increases your style into more of a filmic look, which is obviously what it is. But is it worth it for the price? I think it depends on how much you're going to use it. I use it for pretty much all of my photos, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to definitely continue to do that because I think it just adds a different style that I really enjoy. For video, I could see myself using it. I think I could see myself using it for travel videos or things like that, where I'm going out into nature, I'm going to the mountains. Like, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. I hope to make some more videos here shortly. If you guys like this video, make sure you like and subscribe down below, and I'll see y'all maybe in 2 weeks.